So we watched a little flick called Fly Me to the Moon. But it does not have any flies in it. Sadly enough.
Yes, it is not the 2008 masterpiece. It's the 2024 masterpiece. Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah. It's like a movie about the 1969 American moon landing.
Mm-hmm.
And how it got done. Well, in like in an ahistorical fashion, how it got done.
I was going to say, this is historical fiction.
Yeah, this is historical fiction. How it got done, how like they advertised it to Congress and the American people, and how they also were planning to kind of fake it. But yeah.
So I don't know enough about history, and I didn't do enough research to know enough about this. Did they advertise this way or anything, or is Kelly like a completely fictional character?
Kelly is a fictional character. I don't know if there was like ad tie-in.
The movie is loosely based on NASA's real efforts to sell moon missions to the American public and the world. In reality, it was a team of marketers, and they were all men, obviously. In our case, it is one person, and she's a woman. Blah, 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 blah.
Women can't be admin.
I was born, so this is the director. I was born in 1972, and I grew up knowing Tang and Omega watches and how associated they were with the program. There were so many products at the time that we still associate with the astronauts.
That's so interesting.
So, Fly Me to the Moon features products that were actually on board Apollo 11 and others that had no link to the space program at all.
It's such a like a uniquely American way to like get the moon launch going.
All right, so the Omega 1 was real. All right, Fruit of the Loom was not.
No.
What a bummer.
That is a bummer.
All right. But anyway, so I guess we can start getting into just like, what were your thoughts on this movie? Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It was a little better than I thought it would be.
Jace is just full of wisdom today on the things. Why only okay?
I don't know. I don't think the Channing Tatum and Scar Joe have a lot of chemistry in this movie. And there was something else. That's probably the biggest thing, because I don't care about them that much, unfortunately. What do you think, Brailee?
I thought it was good. Like, I thought it was an entertaining movie. It's an entertaining concept, but I agree with you. I didn't feel like they had great chemistry. I cared about them, like, individually as characters and everything, but I didn't care about them as a couple.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel like they were a couple.
Yeah.
It felt like they were just two hot people that thought each other was hot, and that was it. Like, it wasn't like...
Nail on the head.
There was no, like, real emotional connection or anything.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, I'm hot, you're hot. Are we going to do this thing?
Right, like, we should probably get together because we're both hot. Like, that's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah. Also, his haircut was not that flattering in this movie.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Every time they showed him from the side and he had, like, that little swoop that then there was, like, just that, like, spot of his forehead that you could see, I was like, bleh.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
How dare they do that to him?
They did our boy Channing dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and there were, like, some things that I saw in the trailer that I was like, oh, that's gonna be funny. And it wasn't as funny.
In the movie?
As, like, yeah, like, having the actors for the people who wouldn't, like, do interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that happened too fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I feel like we needed to get to know the engineers a little bit first, and then see some actor play them that isn't them.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
So it was pretty funny that one, the Ray Ramon or whatever, and he's like, hey, that's not me. That guy's got my name, and he's got my job. And then the guy goes on, and he's like, this is for my dad. I'm making you proud, Pops. He's like, my dad is still alive. Like, that was funny, but honestly, it's funnier to retell right now than it was to watch it.
Yeah, honestly, it was.
Because we didn't know his character at all yet. So it wasn't funny yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. There were a couple things like that for me where I was like, I feel like if you had developed it just a little bit better and hit it a little bit later after doing a little bit more development, it would have been better. It would have hit me harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't know. I did like seeing, though, the assistant, Kelly's assistant.
Oh, yeah.
That is her name Abby? Is it Abby?
I don't know. The director calls her, like, Patty at the end, and she's like, that's not my name.
Yeah. But anyway, that actress is, her name is Anna Garcia. I know her from Dropout TV. Do you know about Dropout?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the big people on Dropout. It's been so fun because slowly there are some people on Dropout who've, like, been on Dropout and doing their comedy stuff that are kind of showing up in a few more mainstream things. It's like, this was, like, a big role for her. I mean, she played alongside Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's really cool. And recently one of the other girls from Dropout, one of the other people from Dropout, was, like, a reoccurring person on Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty big show right now, too.
Yeah.
So it's been really fun to, like, watch some of these people who have been smaller. They're comedians. They're being on Dropout, and, like, they're really funny and good, but, like, getting some of these bigger roles. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah. That is
to
cool.
see that. So yeah, so that was good. But yeah, I feel like it was good. And then obviously I was texting you because I was like, I just felt like the filming was a little weird, and I kept feeling like almost like I felt like there was like a shutter effect on it, where sometimes when it was switching between scenes, it was almost like, you know, the camera shutter.
Yeah.
But Jace swears it was not there,
I don't
and
think that happened.
might have just been falling asleep.
I might have not been paying attention close enough, but I don't think that.
I was also watching it on my laptop, and I did want to go watch it on my TV and see if I felt that same way, or if maybe like my laptop was doing something funky.
Yeah.
But it was a little distracting, so whether it was my own eyeballs doing it, or it was my laptop, or it really is the movie, I was a little bit distracted.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I feel like I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. Like, I feel like it's a decent movie. It's enjoyable. I don't think you'll regret watching it. But I don't think it's going to be, like, anybody's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone's going to watch it and walk away and be like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie I've seen in 2024. Like,
were you smoking
I think you'll
crack?
That was 2 hours of my time, and it was enjoyable enough. I ate some popcorn and laughed a couple of times.
I feel like they could have cut it down a little bit.
I feel like it could have been an hour and a half easily.
But I thought, like, at the beginning, I didn't expect this going in, but that it was going to be, like, a critique of, like, how the American machine is only, like, prioritized off of what's, like, blingy and cool at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she gets inspiration to, like, televise the moon landing from footage from the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also get like a bunch of support through advertising for the thing. And it's kind of like people only care about what you put directly in front of their faces. But they didn't really highlight that really. That's just something I noticed.
It was decent. I don't regret watching it. I don't feel like I completely wasted my time. I folded my laundry during it.
Yeah. I like the nerds.
I was productive. The engineers.
Yeah.
They were good. They were a good, fun funny, part of it. Uh-huh. I feel like they were the comic relief in the comedy, which is a little funny.
Yeah, they were the comedic relief in a comedy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
but they were.
Yeah, I feel like this movie broaches between like zaniness and like seriousness, and it doesn't do it exactly well all the time. I did like that one congressman who's like a conservative war veteran. And they show him like photos of like the USSR building like a super laser on the moon. and he's like, "Are these real photos?" And they're like, "They're future photos."
Yeah. They're like, they're photos of what could be in the future. And he's like, "Future photos?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Sure, future photos."
And they're like...
Do you know who that actor is?
No, I do not.
That's Scarlett Johansson's husband.
Oh.
That's Colin,
He's a funny guy.
Is it Jost? Yost? I don't know how to... Jost.
Yost.
Yost. Is it Yost?
I don't know.
Okay. We just had to get all the possible pronunciations in there.
Yeah.
When they pinned his picture on the board, I was like, wait a second. And then he was in the next scene and I was like, oh yeah, it is him. And then the fake moon landing filming.
Yeah.
Was killing me too.
Yeah. Why didn't they just pre-record it?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man, either. Also, did the like government agent Mo, did he want to do the set thing because he knew that it would like be much safer to do that instead of trying to get the footage? It doesn't make much sense because also he's like, we'll use the audio from the real thing. But what if the real thing cuts out and then, what's the point?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think the idea was, obviously, if they couldn't get... My thought when they were first starting to do it was if they couldn't get the audio or, like, you know, the moon landing isn't really happening, they're going to pretend like it did anyway.
Yes. That makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But then they were like, but then we'll cut in the audio. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then we're going to show this version no matter what. And I was like, that makes even less sense.
Yeah, that reveal was so stupid. Like, why would you do that? The backup makes complete sense. Like, I could understand 100% why they want to do that, but...
Yeah. I think... I don't know. I feel like that idea was, like, kind of half-baked. Like, they kind of... They were like, we're almost there with the reasoning... And we're just gonna go with it.
Yep.
And then
we're
they
just
did.
Gonna send it.
Yeah. So that was interesting. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I understand that they needed like the drama of like going behind his back and trying to get it to stream anyway.
Yeah.
But like, if you actually did it, why would you fake it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Why would you go the easiest part is getting the camera on there.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't know. I feel like it would have made more sense if they had, I don't know, kept with, we'll show it only if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then maybe the camera seems to go out, like, halfway through, and they're trying to, like, remotely fix it. They can't get it fixed up soon enough, and so he's like, okay, we're gonna show the fake one. And they're like, no, not yet. Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Or maybe you go really crazy, and it's like, okay, guys, you're not going to be able to accomplish this. We're just going to go ahead with the fake one.
Right.
And then they're like, no, we're going to shoot him up there still.
Yeah.
We're going to do it still.
Yeah, if their plan was like, we're not even going to put the guys in the rocket. We're just going to shoot the rocket up there.
Uh-huh.
And then and then the astronauts are in on it, and you're sending your astronauts. That would have been way cooler. That's what they should have done.
Yeah. Exactly.
We could have written a better movie.
A great rewrite by Unruly and Unprepared.
Maybe that's our next iteration. We rewrite these movies.
Yeah.
And we propose our our changes.
Yeah. It's really inconsequential, but what's his name? Colt? Is his name Colt? Cole, okay. Cole is always wearing, like, a yellow or a blue, like, I guess it's like a polo, except it doesn't have a collar.
Oh, like his yellow knit polo?
Yeah.
It does have a collar, but he's wearing that stupid wife beater under it the whole time.
Oh, yeah, with the yellow one, it was so visible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be like, I don't know if I'm probably stretching, but is that supposed to be like reminiscent of like Star Trek?
Oh, I have no idea. I just figured it was
He was just a wacky guy.
the like style of the time.
Was that the style of the time?
1969.
Everyone else in his office
Style.
wears black and white.
But he's the flight.
You know, he launched like the failed launch, you know?
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, that is a thing, isn't it? Those
Like, that's basically his shirt,
those
right?
look weird, yeah. I don't care for the style.
That's what came up when I said 1969 men's style. That's one of the first pictures. That's his shirt.
Wow, that literally is his shirt, yeah.
They nailed it.
They did.
And Channing Tatum's an attractive guy. He did not look good in it.
No, he didn't. It was sad, really. I was like, you're so close, guys. You're so close. But yes. Cole launched this one thing to space, and 3 astronauts died.
It was Apollo 1.
Apollo 1, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels bummed out by that. But he feels real good about being a Korean War veteran.
That's not unique to him.
No.
Yeah, killed the 3 astronauts in there.
Dang.
That is terrible.
I can't believe Channing Tatum didn't save him.
That first scene where they have him, though, it's pretty good, where he's like trying to find the leak.
Oh, yeah.
And the broom catches on fire, and he's like, it's all good, guys, and then it blows up.
Yeah.
And he just, like, walks out, and he's like, we need a new broom.
Yeah.
They're all like, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, he gets to like 10 feet, and then he's okay. Yeah. I thought this movie was going to be...
That was funny.
I thought it was going to be way funnier when I saw that.
I know. That was like a good opening scene. Like, they killed it.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't keep up that energy.
No, they didn't.
I don't know. I feel like it was decent. It was a decent movie. I don't feel like I wasted my time watching it, but also, it's not going to be like... I don't know. If anyone asks me for movie recommendations, it's not at the top of my list. To be like, you should watch this.
Yeah. This isn't going to make my top 10 of 2024.
But if you're looking for, like, a fun movie that you can kind of get into, that you don't have to really, like, hugely emotionally invest in.
Yeah.
This is a good one for
If
that.
you want to see colors on the screen.
Yeah. Some good action shots. I mean, like, there are just some things that are super cool. Like, even when it's like they're just showing them on the moon and landing on the moon, and like they do cut some real footage in, which is super cool. Like, there is just something really cool about thinking about these guys in space and walking on the moon.
That's insane.
Like, that's just crazy.
That's insane.
Like, it's just, yeah, it is. And you can't help but be like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I can't just kind of like...
Can't even imagine
the awe.
Being a person back in 1969 and watching this on TV.
Yeah.
Like that.
And you can understand, like, why it was such a big deal and everything. And it's wild that, 1969 we sent people to the moon. Like, that's bonkers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So if you like really like space and you really like those type of things too, like there are some scenes that they do really well that like are just kind of that overall like awe-inspiring.
Yeah. There's one shot where like there's some dude like walking in front of like a bunch of lights before the launch. Like these big lights in a single file line. I wish I took a screenshot because there's no way I could describe it right.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
It was like completely dark except for like these 5 ginormous lights and a dude was walking in front of it. But yeah. Indubitably.
Good movie. I'd give it a thumb up. I'll watch it again. Probably with
like
Ty to show it to him.
half a thumb up.
Half a thumb?
Yeah. Our scale's so whack.
What is that? Like 2 stars?
Yeah. I think I'd give it like a 2.5 if we had an actual score scale.
Well, okay. Out of 5 stars?
Yes.
Okay, so that's half.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you give it 1 full thumb up? That's also half of 2 thumbs.
But we can give thumbs down. I figured like 2 thumbs down.
Okay, so it's really on a...
Is like a 1.
Okay.
See, our system doesn't make sense.
Okay, our system makes no sense, yeah.
I guess we could...
When you think about 2...
Yeah.
Because does that give you... You can have 2 thumbs down, so that's 1 level. You can have 1 thumb down, that's 2 levels. I guess you could give it no thumbs.
No thumbs are just 3 stars, so...
1 thumbs up
4 stars.
is 4 stars, and 2 thumbs up is 5 stars?
Yep.
Okay. So I guess I give it no thumbs.
Yeah. I guess wait, what do you give it on a real scale?
neutral thumbs.
Wait, so you
Net
give
zero
it a
on
6?
the thumbs.
Or a 3?
A 6?
A 3?
A
I'm sorry.
What is happening?
I was thinking out of 10 when I said 6.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Cool.
I might also lean towards 2.5. I feel like I like it a little bit more than 2.5, though. I think 3 is good.
Okay.
I'm not raving about it. There's nothing inherently that I hate too much. I just feel like some of the story plots could have been developed a little bit more, but also at the same time, you could have cut like 30 minutes out and it still would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, make that make sense on a numeric scale. One day we'll get our rating scale down.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually.
It's not today. And honestly, it's not going to be next time either.
Could you beat it, Brailee?
Could I beat Fly Me to the Moon?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking? Am I an astronaut? Am I an engineer? Am I an actor on the fake set?
I don't know. There's too many things they do in this movie.
Yeah.
You're an
answer
admin.
is
An admin.
an ad woman,
Yes.
like Kelly.
Yes.
I am Kelly.
Yes, you are Kelly. You are ScarJo.
I think I could beat Fly Me to the Moon. Can you beat it, Jace?
Yeah.
As Kelly?
Yeah.
You could sell the moon.
Yeah. Come on, guys. It's awesome.
Give us all the money.
They're gonna walk on the moon. You tell me you don't want to see that? What are you, stupid?
Mm-hmm.